What's going on, guys? Arctic Fox here, and welcome to my first ever video. Now, I wanted to just not start a series, but just get a video done for you guys. And well, here it is. I'm going to be showcasing my BPL Ultimate Team. So without further ado, here it is. Now, just by looking at it, you can tell a lot of coins went into it. No one in particular, Mkhitaryan. But anyway, let's start off with Ingo and our captain being Bravo. Now, if you watch the Premier League football, you'll know that he isn't, well, he's not necessarily the best keeper at the moment, but FIFA seems to think he's good, so might as well use him. Also, just look at those stats. Just look at them. So, yeah, that's all I've really got to say about him. Next up, centre-back, we've got Toby Alderweireld, who is from Tottenham and has very high defending, 86. So, yeah, what else is there? It's just a really solid centre-back. Solid centre-back. Alliteration. Search it up. It's a good thing. Now next up we have Chris Smalling, who's 6'4", so really tall. He's going to be winning headers in and out of the box. By that I mean he's going to be scoring headers in the box and getting headers out of the box. Yeah. Anyway, left back we have Leighton Baines, purely because he's the highest rated left back in the BPL. That's normal. Well, I think he is. He's just high rated, really, nothing else to it. Right back, Seamus Coleman. I've put him as a shadow card, so I've completely forgotten what goes up now. I think it's physical and pace. But yeah, that'd be good to muscle off defenders and make a run down the wing, then whipping the ball if Mkhitaryan somehow lost all strength in his legs. But anyway, next up we have Granit Xhaka, this is something I'm really not sure about him. 66 shooting, yet his long shots are insane. Like, you take a long shot of him, like, if the keeper's going to save it or you're going to score, you're not going to miss. That's not an option. Anyway, also, I want to point out, 51 pace. Arsenal really need to get some fast players. Like, seriously, Giroud, Xhaka and Mertesacker. We just can't, can we? Oh, and just let you know, I am an Arsenal fan, so, yeah, saying that really took a blow to my heart. Look, I'm actually dying. I'm not really. And then next up we have Nemanja Matic, who I packed him 84 rated, so I might as well use him. He's an engine, so 88 physical as well, so pretty good, pretty decent. So I think he'd probably play better as a CDM because of that physical, but you know, life goes on. Now at right wing we have Mkhitaryan. He's the worst walkout in the game, mostly because he, well, what was the thing? Yeah, he's the worst walkout in the game purely because FIFA just went, you know what, his flag, it's not going to be in the game, and they didn't put it in. But he's the worst walkout, but one of the best BPL players. Like 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves, and 87 dribbling. Make a run down the wing, I think so as well. Next up we have, or at left wing we have Pedro Rodriguez Ledesma, or Pedro for short. He's exactly the same as Mkhitaryan in terms of stars. 5-star weak foot and 4-star skill moves. Very good. And then he's 82 pace. That's pretty quick to make a run down the wing. And plus he also has 79 shooting, so so good. Why did I yawn? Ugh, can't believe I yawned. Well, I'm not even tired. But yeah, so he can run down the wing and maybe shoot. And finally we have the big man in safe himself, Harry Kane. Now, what was I saying? Yeah, he have got 84 shooting and 81 physical, so he can just muscle off defenders and get up after keeper. But purely because he had a good season last season, that's the only reason I chose him. Now I've got Roberto Firmino, only really because he's Brazilian. Then we have Sterling, just pace abuse. Oscar, Brazilian. Fernandinho, I have no idea. Mustafi, because I'm an Arsenal fan. Lovren, packed him, didn't want to sell him, couldn't sell him, kept him. Jack Butland. Just look at those stats for a second. You will blind yourself. They are just so amazing. And with the glove on, handling, oh, it's nice, 87 rated. But yeah, with Antonio Valencia, he's really quick. That's all I really need to say. Depay, even quicker. Clichy, very solid centre back, left back, but Leighton Baines has taken his place. They have Danny Rose, because actually what I chose Danny Rose mostly because I versed some with him and I did win, but every time I went down the left side to try and attack, like I was just denied. Couldn't get past him. And then finally the bicycle kick man himself, Shaqiri. If you don't know what that means, just search up Shaqiri's goal in the Euros 2016. It was amazing. But yeah, anyway guys, that's my ultimate team squad for now. Sorry if it was just a little quick video, but I just wanted to like start off with something good for my channel really. Anyway guys, I've been Arctic Fox. You guys have been amazing for watching this video, and yeah, hope you like, subscribe and share to friends and family, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out.